Good day everyone, and welcome to Mad Tower Tycoon, episode 33. Now for those of you who were here in our last episode, I made the rash promise that I would go off and redevelop or complete the redevelopment of this area over here off camera, and then when we came back in today we'd be able to press on from that point. Well, I may have overestimated my ability to do that. The real world has interfered dramatically and time has just not been available. So today we're not starting off with some redevelopment already done so that we can press on ahead. We're going to do that redevelopment on camera in this episode. Now you may recall, and also I might point out that just as I went to start the game today, Steam updated the game. So we now have a new update installed and I have no idea what effect it's going to have on the game. I read the patch notes, a lot of bug fixes in it, which is good, and some modification to things which are improvements, which we may note as we go through the game. But of course with patches and all that sort of stuff, you really don't know how it's all going to pan out when you start the game running. So that's where we're at. So we're going to press on with our redevelopment, and what we should do is finish putting in our retail section over on the left hand side of our building. Now from memory we did a big shop. We went out as far as 2 big shops and then we haven't put the rest in, and the rest being 2 mediums, although on this side we've got a gap. So 2 mediums, and then we get the security cameras. Right, so that is on both sides there. Let's just go over here and see what we're doing with that. 2 mediums on either side. Alright, so we can do that because we have the technology. 1. Can I count? 2. 1, 2. So far, so adequate, you would think, right? So far, so good. Cameras, because who doesn't like a good security setup? Now, I'm pretty sure that this is working. Yep, seems to be. Now on the other side of the 2, I think we had, see, we put a waiting room in there. And did we have another waiting room over here? Yeah, we did. Okay, now I don't think that we have enough on the end of this to do the waiting room. This is a kind of interesting problem because the waiting room improves the quality, and that would be about right, but not a good fit, and doesn't actually reach doesn't quite reach the center. I could leave it off actually. So we've got a big, 2 mediums, and we could put some smalls at the end here. Oh, okay. Well, we don't want to go out. So tell you what, let's just put 2 smalls in at the end and see how we get along with that. Okay, so we've started the redevelopment there, and that is going well. over here we've started the work on our hotel. So that is good. We've got double rooms and single rooms into 2 floors. Now the other thing that we discussed in the last episode was that by the time we do retail, let's go over here, all the way over here. By the time we do retail, now I think I've got this right, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then we have 2 floors of support services. Oh, that's a nice word for them, support services. And then from the top one, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 2 floors left before we get to the first sky lobby. And those 2 floors that are left before the first sky lobby are literally going to turn into what the tower is going to be. Now, in this case, we're going to do office block because this building here is our office block. So we could actually, while we're waiting for that to redevelop down there, we could be getting on with our redevelopment up here. Now, I just want to check, even though officers don't seem to complain about waiting rooms, I don't really think that we need them, perhaps, for officers. Oh, what's that mean? That's new. The heart is new. It needs a restaurant, a restroom, a laundrette, a server room and a conference room. It creates loud noise, high pollution, low security, low living quality. All right, so, okay, what we do need, what I hear it telling us, is that we do need the waiting room to increase the living quality on the floor. What is that? Lobby top-up. Plus 10% rent for rooms near lobbies. Lobbies reduce the stress of your visitors. Increases the prestige minimally. So what's a waiting room do? A waiting room costs $3,500. Maintenance costs $75, blah, blah, blah. Lobby top-up. Lobby top-up. Lobby top-up can only be built on the first floor. Lobby top-up can only be built on the first floor. I don't understand. There is not enough space here. So, what does that do? Is it still under construction? All right, I think what we do, hang on a second. Rent for rooms near lobbies. Rent for rooms near lobbies. So what's that? That's a waiting room. That's a lobby, plus 10% rent for rooms near lobbies. And lobbies can only be built on the ground floor. Rent for rooms near lobbies. Lobby top-up. Floor. How odd. Okay, well, let's make this whole thing a lobby top-up. And when it's built, let's see what it does. Because it's... So we'll compare this side with this side, which doesn't have anything. Why not? Okay, but we need to redevelop over here. So let's look at the issues around offices for a minute. Well, yeah, okay, you need lots of stuff. I mean, you really do need lots of stuff. But we need to redevelop the entire floor. So there's nothing like a good demolition to get things going, right? Because all of this is eventually going to become retail, but none of this is. Okay, we probably don't want to delete the lift at this stage, nor that. Two floors in. Okay, so this is where we're going to redevelop, and I think we're going to put our waiting room in the middle. Where's the middle? Anyone know the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the middle is right there. Interesting. So that's the middle, kind of. Actually, let's do the two rooms together. We probably need a camera. Nice. Now, anyone got any great ideas? Well, I've got one. I think we should start with the big office, which will produce the most revenue. So big offices have the window seats, the corner offices if you like. Then we should have a space so that we get some noise, getting rid of noise. We put a couple of mediums in with our space. I mean, this is experimental. So we need to have this operational, see what it turns out like, and then move from there. And I think we could possibly even leave another space in there. Now, you might say, oh, well, you know, you're leaving a space and you should actually utilise it. But if you end up with problems, then you've achieved not very much by doing that. So that's what we're about. So, oh, look at that. Well, isn't that just peachy? That looks good. That looks good. I'm okay. Let's put some more in. This could be something we could use later on, but I'm quite okay with this. Okay, all right. So we get that in there. That's going to increase a little bit of benefit. Now, we did a condominiums here, didn't we? I think we could do another row of condominiums, keeping the redevelopment alive, as it were. No, don't take the lift out. Do not remove the lift. But what we could do, demolish not possible. Right, I want to take that out and then that out. Because we don't need the lift, because if you're in a building that's basically condominiums, then you've got to pay your own way. So we should turn that off so we don't accidentally delete things. Small, 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 small. Doing smalls. So condominium, whoa, we can build a lot more smalls. All right, well, if we've built smalls, we've built smalls. I think that's the way to go. Okay, so we've got 3 more condominiums going in there. Hotel's looking pretty good. I think we should do some more hotelage. Hotelage. 1, 2, 3. I can count. Everyone see that? I can count. Oh, look at that. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. That is, hold the left mouse key down and you can move the frame around. Very nice. You learn something new, you know. The more you play the game, the more you learn. Apart from the obvious, which is getting confused between the games. I think at the moment it's 4 games that I'm playing, and by the time I've gone and done a couple of episodes with one and then moved on to the next one and come back, I can't remember where I'm up to. 3rd day of the week. Okay, what are we doing here with the skills-wise? Are we in a position to have a new skill? Yes, we are. Attractions generate significantly Hang on. Let's read that the way I was just about to. Attractions generate significantly nest loys. Of course they do. Your required Pilscoins are 1. Money well spent. Let's all sit in a dark room and talk to ourselves and see how that goes over the long term. I suspect not well. All right, now, back over here on Grumpy is Gamers Complex, stuff is happening. Stuff is happening in such a way that stuff is happening. That's why stuff is happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute, why is that empty? That's why that's empty, because it won't fit. Why happened there? Oh yeah, we had an extra large Luxus restaurant. So we did the services here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. We've got the same thing up there, and we still haven't decided what we're going to do with this. So I think we should participate in a little bit of just blatant destructive behaviour. Is this in fact... Ooh, security. There's the thing. Security room is there. You're going to have to deal with it, buddy. You are going to have to deal with it. Ooh. You know what? Gotta go. We're redeveloping. So we're redeveloping everything. I think we might as well do all floors, right? Because we've got $12 million. It's not like we can't afford this redevelopment, and it's not like we can't afford to lose a bit of cash as we do this. So I think that's what we'll do. So this takes us up to the last of the retail space that we're going to use before we turn into whatever we're going to make this side of the world look like. Now, one combination we haven't tried, well, let's not say that. First of all, let's say that a combination that does seem to work for us is retail with attractions and restaurants. Demolition not possible. Oh, a condo. All right, condos. All right. No, delete. Now, how are we going to manage that? probably badly would be my expression. That's how we're going to manage it. Let's go up for a start, because we need to do that anyway. Right, so the combination we have tried and that we know works is retail with attractions and things. But what we haven't looked at is whether we can mix in apartments and offices. Ooh. That's probably a lot to us because we've cancelled leases for other people. But what we do need to do is pause the game and just deal with this condominium issue here. So the condominium issue is select owner, no. Buy apartment. Yes. 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 Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop saying yes now because I think you all know that that's the answer that's coming. Not that I want to sound like I'm repetitive or anything, but... All right, so we bought it and then we delete it. So a lot of money just went out the door there. So we can leave this the way it is because that's pretty messy. But we need to come back here and work with this. And we can do this very simply by going Library, Mad Burger, Game Room, Luxus, Casino, 1, 2, what are you? Cafe, right? So after cafe comes attraction, and attraction would be whatever comes after casino. Oh, look, you know what? Why don't we put, let's put the picture theatre in. I reckon that's a go. Where's the door to the picture theatre though? Okay, that's a picture theatre, which took up 2, so we're back to restaurants again. So you're the cafe. What comes after cafe? German restaurant. Well, why not, right? Although I think probably we need... No. Yeah, German. Come on, everybody likes a good German nosh up. This way? Yeah, that way. Hang on. Is that right? Oh, no, we can go one that way. Okay, let's do one that way. German restaurant. Now, after the restaurant, of course, we need another attraction. But we don't want a 2-story attraction. So it's 6 by 2. And the pool, I think, is a 2 as well. Yeah, no. I think we should put a gym in. A fitness studio, sorry, not a gym. Fitness studio, very important. Fitness studios, not gyms. And, and he goes right there. Okay, very good, everybody. Right, and then we need fire thingies, because you need to have fire doors. Because you do. All right, and here we go again. We're going to have another issue with size. Okay. Ooh, the redevelopment. Now we're back to retail. Large. Sorry, big. Big. Big is good, right? Big is always good. Big. Big. Now, what did we do on the one where we couldn't fit it? We moved it. Oh, okay. So we definitely put it in. Oh, now that's an interesting thing. 1, 2, 3, and then we move it. And then we go medium for 2. Once we rent out these shops, assuming that everything goes well, this is going to produce what might be described as a reasonable amount of revenue. And there's the gap because we can't fit you in. Well, we could put a small. We could. Okay, let's follow along here. Okay. Now, see, this is a fairly robust design that we've got going on here. With all the good stuff happening all the way up there. Now, we're going to increase some, because we're waiting. People don't like to wait, but we are actually going to make them wait because it's good for you. And the same applies over here. Up. Don't do that. All right, we need to get rid of you before you get built. Thank you. And we're going to put you back in there. Thank you. Very good. Now, what do we got going on here? A medium. So you might as well go the other two mediums, which are good revenue earners. 3, 4, 5. That's it's a goodly amount of shops that we're putting in, and good revenue, and of course this is going to keep the builders not only happy but busy, because this is a lot of stuff going on. Actually, having done the main thing, we should start the game again so that it catches up with where we're up to, and then we've got 2 smalls on the end. 2 smalls on the end. What are you doing there? You shouldn't be on that floor. Hang on, what are you? Ice cream parlour. No, we don't want you on that floor. Sorry, but your lease has expired. Whoops. No, sorry, lease expired. Can't do anything about that. 2. Now, good revenue here, given the number of shops that we're putting in, but we really want to have a look at the picture theatre and see that when it's constructed, because that will actually be our first picture theatre, everyone. Now, what are you? You're a bar. We don't want you. Well, I say we don't want you, but we actually don't want you. Now, one of the things I did notice when I was looking at the patch notes for the patch that we installed before the game started was that apparently now you can flip the stairs. So we may want to have a look at that down here in our lobby while we're waiting. So let's just do an experiment for stair flipping. Now, which is control as far as I know. Control, flip stairs, control right, no. Control, flip stairs. Control, flip stairs. Okay, control. Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, I think I just saw it. Oh, no, I didn't. Control. Control. I'm holding control, but it doesn't look particularly flipped. Control, flip stairs. Nope, that didn't flip the stairs. Okay. Well, I'm not sure I know how to flip the stairs, so let's just carry on with what we're doing. We put escalators in. Weren't we adventurous? Oh, we put a designer staircase up there. Right. Well, let's carry on with the escalators because they are less unhappiness making. So we're going to go escalators all the way to the top, and using the W key for just moving up without moving the cursor is the way forward on this one. There you go. We're done. We went all the way to the top, and then over here, yeah, we could get rid of that as well and then just move that. What did we use here? Escalators all the way up? No, not all the way up. I don't think so. Let's just turn that off for a second and double check. Tuk, 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 tuk. To there. Okay, escalators. We need escalators. Well, need. We're putting in escalators. Of course we are. And there you are. We have made it all the way up. Okay. Very keen to see the picture theatre. Very keen. But we'll come back for that, I think. Okay, so now progressing over here, we are going to end up with the same problem. And we're still waiting for these two floors to sort themselves out. We come over here, condos are being built, very nice. Hotel is hoteling. We need to go across there. Yeah, see, now it starts. We haven't got the bank and we haven't got the storage room. A red heart. A red heart. I don't know if that's good or bad or what that is. He's not excited, but he's not sad either. All right, what we can do over here, because we know we're going to, we could add across here the floor, because we do know we're going up. So what we need to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we put the support services on those two floors that we just added in there, right? So we know that from this one over here, okay, we go up 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's why I had the ice cream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was me clapping my hands, by the way. I've got to stop doing that when I'm recording. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grumpy is Klutz. Because what I just did when I was renovating up here, I took out the food services that our renters needed, which I had put in because they were complaining about it before. So, there you go. Don't do stuff like that. I quite like the ice cream parlour. Although burgers, yeah, no, but ice cream parlours, I don't want to encourage our people to be like with the whole, now, is that going to cover everything? I think it is. Yeah, it is, because it's only on the periphery here that we need that coverage. And I'm going to put you there, actually. I don't want to encourage the consumption of alcohol in the building, especially during the day. So the ice cream parlour, I think, is a good option for it. Ooh, look at the picture theatre. Ooh, look at the picture theatre. That is super cool. Okay, we have a cinema. We have our first cinema in our... Okay, but that's not what we were doing. Okay, so we should probably model it over this one. And what we put in the centre was a recycling. That's the thing that we put in the center. Because we just did that. We put recycling in the center. So we're going to do exactly the same thing over here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it has to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if we go there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Yeah. Yes. So what we need to do, surprise, we need to demolish lots of stuff. Nobody saw that coming. Yeah, we get some money back. You know what? Yeah, you do, don't you? You might as well just get in there and because you know it's going to have to all come out sooner or later, so you might as well do it now. And guess who else has got to go? Yep. All the way up, I'm afraid, young man. And or young lady, depending on who you are. Just randomly cancelling leases and getting rid of things. I mean, seems to work perfectly well for me. Oh, a couple of unhappy dudes there. Okay, right, but they're not built yet, so we're going to have to wait for that to be completed. And over here, it looks like we're doing okay. And in fact, we're doing okay all the way up to right there. Got a few not rented out though, but it looks like it's heading in the right direction. Now, big question mark about this tower here. This one definitely apartments. This one could be apartments and or offices. So let's just have a quick look down here for a minute. If we go offices, restaurant, restroom, laundrette, server room, conference room, and it's some different things. Loud noise, high pollution, low security, low living quality, traffic and expensive rent. Apartments, on the other hand, different. Loud noise, high pollution, low security, low living quality, traffic, expensive rent. Really? Very similar, but needs are different. Now, I'm inclined to keep them separate, and I am inclined to go and have a look at the medium here for a minute. Which is 5. So what's an apartment medium? 7. 1. Did I not? Okay. Just a moment, please, ladies and gentlemen. Right. I think we've got enough going on over here with offices, I feel. And I think what we could do is we could branch offices across into this building, which could be helpful. And we could do a second set of condominiums over here. Or in fact, we could join the two together and have condominiarama everywhere. So we could try that as an experiment. We could try that across here. That would literally work. So we would go from here, double checking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again it's the last 2. 2. So we go all the way across here. It's a huge condominium block. Let's try it out and see what happens. So the first thing we need to do is see what's going on here. What's going on here? Oh, right, we took stuff away. Of course we did. So let's clear this out and get ready for what might loosely be described as a massive redevelopment. What's behind you? Something might be behind you. Not there anymore though. This is a huge redevelopment and a very costly one too. Just as well that we are making a ton of money. Otherwise this would not be working at all. Oh, didn't want to do that. I think I might have to put you back in straight away. Now, what I would like to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's that one. So that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's that one. So 3 up, which is floor number 18. Okay, so we're going to do the yep, that's it. Early dolly. Losing offices like they're going out of fashion. Don't want you in the middle. Actually, I don't. Okay, once we've stopped needing to get to use our attractions and our food services as attraction or calling in points for traffic, we can basically just delete all that stuff to our heart's content. More condominium destruction. We just should probably turn you off again while we do this. And we'll quickly do this, I think, and then move to calling it a new episode. Actually, let's do this offline. I will do the purchasing of the condominiums off camera. I'll set up the floors across here off camera, and then when we come back in the next episode, we can start doing the redevelopment for condominium block, super duper massive one. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed the episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. And the klutziness, well, it would help if I was good, but given that that's not likely anymore, we're just going to roll with what it is. Stay well until you come back, and I look forward to seeing you again. So you'll take care of yourself, and bye for now.